What's good, everybody? This is Mr. Composition, the MC that writes fiction, back at it with another video for y'all. Welcome to 2025. So I was scrolling through Hip Hop DX and I found this article, Lupe Fiasco launching radio station that will play AI versions of his own music. Now, if you're new to the channel, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, notification bells on so you don't miss when I drop a new video. We are on the road to 10K for 2025. So I thought that this was interesting because I know with some people, AI is still, it's a lot of people are still not there yet, especially in regards to art, that they're consuming, whether that be images, whether that be music. And because honestly, a lot of it just isn't good, Now, Lupe is an interesting case because of his lyricism, his body of work. To me, I find it fascinating for him to use it because he's using AI, in my opinion, as like a toy, pretty much. And not saying that that's a bad thing. It's just like the exploration of this. I think that it takes a form of, I wouldn't say courage isn't the word, but there's a lot of hate towards anything AI. I had made a video, showing people how I was making manga slash comic books with AI, and it was for people who who does want to explore that, and like myself. And but who it was put in front of was a lot of people who are just anti-AI. And I get it. I get it. But Lupe had did this thing with MIT and I had reacted to it, and he co-wrote a song with AI. And so again, it's to me, it's like a form of play for him. But this is what he announced. Lupe Fiasco has announced an AI-powered radio station he's dubbed Endless Loop, short for Lupe, that will soon see its way to FM dials, which is interesting because it's just all like, with it being FM versus him just having a streaming, or him putting it, like having it on his YouTube channel, and or having a separate channel where he just puts his AI creations. I find that interesting because it's just all like, who is listening to the radio consciously like that? If you still listen to the radio, let me know in the comments. But I haven't consciously, and what I mean by consciously is like purposely been like, oh, let me turn on the radio or anything like that. I may hear it in passing or in a store or something like that, but I haven't turned on the radio in forever. So him going that particular route is interesting. But if you still listen to the radio, let me know in the comment section. But in an Instagram post, Lupe revealed that the platform will be rolled out in 2025. He says, imagine if there was a 24-hour fully AI powered radio station trained in all the intricacies of my rapping abilities and was carefully refined to produce the highest quality possible Lupe Fiasco songs. He said, now imagine it only played a generated song once and never again endlessly. Now imagine that radio station was only available for certain periods of time and only in certain locations, and you need an actual FM radio to hear the songs. Imagine I put a team together at MIT, and imagine we actually built it. Endless Loop coming soon. Now, this is interesting. This is interesting because, for one, it's FM. Like, to me, I get the idea of exclusivity. with it being only available during certain periods of time and only in certain locations, and you need an actual FM radio to hear it, I get that. I get that. I just think that it's interesting because why wouldn't you're already doing something that's futuristic in technology, so to kind of take that technology and revert it into something that, in my opinion, I could be wrong, because obviously radio stations are still doing good because they're still up and running. I just don't see why he wouldn't put it on the YouTube. He wouldn't put it onto his website as a stream, because you're able to do that for the most part. At least have a media player, which then goes back to YouTube, and or he can have it as a podcast. It's just weird. I understand, the idea of certain locations. I guess because he wants it exclusive. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's all like you're making it public. You're announcing this on your public IG page that is over 700,000 followers. And you might have shared it on other platforms as well. So I guess why make it this exclusive? Maybe I'm overthinking it. Is that something that y'all would, minus the fact that it's AI generated, but would you go through the links to listen to this? Now, I'm a fan of Lupe. I've reacted to a lot of Lupe's stuff that you see on my channel, and I love how innovative Lupe Fiasco is in trying stuff out and introducing things. I guess my issue isn't, I'm all into AI for sure. I produce and generate AI images. I use it as far as in beat making, as far as like generating a bunch of like AI beats. Um, but I personally, as a like I hold that so dear to me that I don't use AI to write anything, and I'm still apprehensive with the idea of training something in my likeness to generate songs that I didn't actually make, that didn't actually come from me. That's me personally. And I know artists probably, as far as like painters and illustrators, they probably think the same thing in regards to their medium, but some use it to enhance. So, I I can I can get the idea. I get the idea of him doing this. And I think that it's going to be interesting to see the results from this, how receptive people are towards it. Honestly, I want to see what people are saying, actually. Let's go ahead and check this out on his IG, because I'm just curious, like, are people flame broiling him? Are people actually open to it? Let's see. Before we get into that, this video is sponsored by me. Hey, if you want to dive into new music, I have a catalog. Yeah. These are not singles, these are albums. But more recently this year, I did release an album called Tame Chaos. So you can listen, stream, download, purchase all of that in the link in the description. And just check it out because I want to see if people are actually seeing this and going to the site. So, anyways, is that what this is? Rhyme shop. Okay, let's see. Samurai, how it works, the bowl of ramen. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so let's see what people are saying. So you got Soundtrack, who's just all like, you know, fire, dope, me living in the middle of nowhere with no access. So yeah, the hip hop architect, fire. Somebody's like, endless loop sounds really dope. Hope it's available regionally and not just in certain cities, metro areas. KY is too often left out of the hip hop loop. That's interesting. That is interesting. What else are people saying? Um, Anyone else notice the cover art looks like a flat image of a brain? I see the double entendre. So it will be AI verses and songs. Let's see what else people are saying. So it's insane, incredible. Endless Loop going to be similar to Cannabis Poet Laureate Infinity. I don't know what that is. I gotta check that out. They talk about the bowls, the bowls. Yes, sir. Endless Loop sounds like a crazy good idea for AI. It would be even better. It's truly a once in a lifetime experience that you can never have any song stories or recorded to replay. Just a random AI thinking like Lupe and soundtrack all day. I mean, yeah, I mean, I can see that. The innovation is crazy with this one. Okay. Endless loop, bro, just made itself eternal and thought we wouldn't notice. And I get that with the AI. I when AI first someone said endless loop, hey, sign me up. I think it's one of those things where I've thought about that. I've thought about the idea originally when AI was just starting to pop up and I was playing with it of like in the future, training an AI that is my style of rap, which I think is more so observational, very personal, different things like that. And so, with just being like this historian, sort of speak throughout history with everything that's going on beyond me, my kids, kids, just in general. So, it's all very interesting to me, but I'm curious to know what your thoughts are on this AI in general and Lupe's concept with this FM radio station doing AI generated songs of him. Anyways, y'all, it's Mr. Composition MC that writes fiction back at it with another reaction. Make sure to like, subscribe, notification bells on so you don't miss when I drop a new video on the road to 10K. Make sure to check out the description for my music, books, comics, and more. All right, y'all. Peace.